Hi, Christy Dosh here from Guide My Brand. I am here to tell you all about how to start landing those TV appearances that I know you want so badly. I know because I love TV appearances, as do many of my clients, but it's one of those things that no one ever really teaches you how to do. I guess unless you were a broadcast journalism major, you probably have no idea how to get yourself on television. So that is what I am here to teach you about tonight. And the reason I thought about teaching this is because I just got back from not one, but two TV segments that I recorded here at our local ABC affiliate, and I had such a fun time. I wanted to come back and share how I got my very first television appearance and how you can start landing appearances for yourself and for your business. Okay, if you are here with me live, say hi. I would love to say hi back. Okay, let's talk about the first time I was ever on television. First time I was on TV, I was in my mid to late 20s. I was a full-time practicing attorney at the time, and I had zero television experience, none, nada, nothing. I had never even been on a campus television network. I didn't know the first thing about TV except that I like to watch it. And there was a regional sports network that I liked to watch at the time. I'm a huge sports fan, and although I did not practice sports law as an attorney, I was blogging about legal issues in sports, totally just for fun, hobby on the side, okay? Started out on my own free little WordPress blog, and as I began guest blogging in other places and eventually landed a role as a sports business contributor at Forbes, I got up the courage and the confidence to pitch myself for television. What did I know about pitching for television? Nothing! I didn't know anyone who worked in TV. I didn't know anyone who had ever been on TV. And I tell you this because so many of the people I know who want to be on television have no idea how to get there. It's scary. They don't know how to pitch themselves. They don't even know who they would pitch to. And they don't understand the types of things they should be pitching. So I am going to cover all of that as quickly as I can. I want to get you back to your lives and to your businesses. So what I did was reach out to the producer of the television show that I wanted to be on. I found that producer on their website. It took a little digging around, but I was able to find a list of their staff, and it included who produced the various shows. Sometimes you're going to be lucky and you're going to be able to find that. But you know what the fastest thing to do is, and this is what we do for our clients? Pick up the telephone, okay? Call the TV station and say who books guests for Good Day Charlotte or whatever the TV show is, and the person who answers the phone will most likely tell you. I would ask them just to give you the person's email address. I would tell them you don't want to be put through to the person or to their voicemail, that you want to email them a pitch. Most people are going to be fine with that. They're going to prefer it. And in fact, the producers and the talent bookers are for sure going to prefer it, okay? Newsrooms are busy and they don't have time to be taking your calls and taking pitches on the fly. And I want you to have the time to craft a pitch that's going to get you a yes and is going to get you on television. And to do that, I think you need to do it by email. So just call, ask who books talent or guests for the particular show you're interested in, and ask for that person's email address, okay? That's step one. So now we know who we need to contact. Okay, then you've got to figure out, what are you pitching them, okay? I wanted to be on a sports show, and my background was as an attorney and being able to offer insight into legal and business issues in sports, and so I pitched myself as a legal expert. In fact, I knew they had had a legal expert previously and that he had stopped coming on the show, and I said that. I wanted them to know that I watched the show, that I wasn't just cold pitching, that I really knew and understood the show. That is a huge bonus if you actually watch the show and can demonstrate in your pitch that you know the show and you know the types of guests they have. Really easy to figure out the type of guests they have, okay? Almost every station puts clips from their show right on the website, okay? So even if you're not watching the show regularly, maybe you're like me, you're pitching on behalf of someone else, or you're pitching in a market you don't live in, and so you're not able to actually watch the show. You can find clips online. Let's say you're a fitness expert, okay, and you want to go on a morning show. I would say look through their past clips, maybe do a search on the site for terms like fitness and workout, maybe health, those sorts of keywords. Try to find clips from other folks they've had on in the past. That will give you a feel for the types of segments they have. If you don't see any segments where they're demonstrating workouts, they're probably not going to accept a pitch from you to come on and demonstrate a workout. It just means it's something they don't do. If you want to go on the show and cook and you don't see any segments where anyone's ever cooked before, they're probably not going to be into that either. But if you go through the clips and they have their own kitchen set and they are having guests, chefs and that sort of thing come on the show and cook there in their kitchen on the set, then bingo, you can pitch yourself for that. So you want to sort of mirror the types of segments they have, but you're going to need to pitch something unique. Okay, it doesn't have to be, like mind-blowing. It doesn't have to be like brand new research, although obviously those things are fantastic. You just have to have a different take on a subject that they would cover. So when you're thinking about topics, think about who watches the show. How old are they? Are they male or female? Do they work from home? Are they retired? Are they a stay-at-home mom? Think about the characteristics of the people who watch the show. If you aren't sure, I would say look through past clips at the types of content that they have on the show, and you'll get a pretty good idea of the type of audience that they attract. Okay, then think about the topic that you can go on and you can teach the audience something. Okay, now you know who your audience is, and let's make sure that they fit your business. Okay, if you're going on TV because you want to grow your business, you need to go on a show that your ideal audience already watches. Okay, there's a certain amount of credibility building that comes from being on TV, and so it's just great to be on there for anything, but bonus points when you're actually on there for something that helps build your business. Okay, and I am the first to admit, sometimes when I go on TV, it isn't something that builds my business necessarily. I am an expert still on sports business. That is my book back there, Saturday Millionaires, and that's what I get asked to go on TV and speak about, is the business side of college football. That is what I shot my segments on today, but it does actually feed into my business because part of what I do is teach people how to be on TV. So by showing you that I'm on TV and I know how to pitch and land TV segments, hopefully it shows you that I can help you do it as well. Okay, so when you're thinking about topic, focus first and foremost on what you can teach, okay? The goal of any producer or talent booker is to put on people who provide value for their audience. So don't hide the ball in your pitch. Be very clear right in your pitch about exactly what the audience is going to take away from your segment. The most important part of your pitch. You might think that your credentials and telling them how great you are and the books that you've written or the business that you've built or how much money you made last year, all these things we use to like credential ourselves as experts. You might think that those things are most important when in reality, although they're important, okay, they want to have on someone who is an expert in their field. You don't have to be the world's foremost expert, okay? You just have to be an expert on your own experience, but they also want to ensure first and foremost that you are bringing value to their audience, okay? So be crystal clear in that pitch about exactly what their audience will walk away with. I literally write the words. Your audience will walk away knowing how to whatever, or being inspired to this, tell them exactly what their audience is going to walk away with, and make sure you know who their audience is, okay? That's one of the biggest mistakes I see when people pitch themselves for TV, is they pitch themselves for a show and on a topic that does not fit the demographic for that show. You're not going to pitch a topic that's for CEOs during the 9 a.m. hour on a morning show, okay? Because those folks already at work, not watching the morning show. 9 a.m. hour, stay-at-home moms, retirees, okay? Know your audience and know that value that you're going to bring. That goes right in the pitch, and that will help you get to a yes, okay? If you have any questions whatsoever, leave those in the comments, and I will be more than happy to answer them. If you get that yes, here are my really quick tips for having an awesome television experience. Look at the set. Watch those clips on the site. See what color the set is. You do not want your shirt to match the set. My wall here you see is like an aqua kind of color. I'm not going to wear an aqua colored shirt and blend into the wall. So know what color the set is. Solid color on top. one piece of statement jewelry if you're a woman, so maybe a big necklace or big earrings, not both. It's too much, it's distracting. Solid color that complements the set but doesn't blend into it. And be yourself. Show a lot of personality. Smile when you talk. Be gracious to the host, to the producer, or the talent booker who brought you in. Definitely send them a thank you afterwards. Promote your appearance like crazy, not just because of what it'll do for you, but because producers, hosts, anchors love to see you sharing your appearance, and it makes them more likely to want to have you on again in the future. That is, of course, not everything you could ever know about pitching yourself for television, but hopefully it gives you a really good start. If this is something that you're ready for and you want to discuss it further, you want to be more in depth, you want to learn exactly how to write that pitch, you want to find other opportunities like guest blogs in places like Forbes and Entrepreneur, and you want to do podcast interviews that bring hundreds of leads into your business, I have got the program for you. I have a small group publicity program. I only allow 10 people in at a time for the live version of the program because of the one-on-one I give you, reading your pitches, adding to your pitch list, teaching you how to establish yourself as an expert. If you want to learn more about that program, go to www.guidemybrand.com/spotlight. Okay, because the name of the program is From the Shadows to the Spotlight. That is what I want to do for you, is bring you out of the shadows and shove you out into the spotlight where you can get in front of your ideal audience and start growing your business. Okay, if you want to check that out again, it's www.guidemybrand.com/spotlight. I would love to speak to you about that program or about anything else that I offer to help you start landing free publicity that grows your business. If you have any questions, drop those in the comments and I will get those answers to you. Happy pitching.